What is good, guys? Right in front of me here is my new S15, and I have been working my ass off today to get it to the point that it's at now so that I can reveal it to you. We had to remove all the old sponsorship decals and everything like that. But anyways, enough talking. I've made you wait long enough. Here's my new S15. I hope you guys enjoyed those intro shots. Let's go through the car and show you everything that's on there. Also, I do apologize for the banging in the background. There's a factory right there that makes aircon ventilation vents, and I can't do anything about it. But this is my S15, guys. I'm so excited to show this to you. The current color and body kit is all going to change, so don't worry about that. Although I do kind of like this blue. I think it's kind of nice, right? But anyways, let's talk about power and where the engine's currently at. So this is pushing 400 horsepower, can push more. It's a stock SR internally. We've got a really nice top mount, small Garrett turbo there. I don't know all the specs on the turbo just yet. Oka-chan's told me before, but I forgot. It's running one of Oka-chan's ECUs back in the day before they were running R35 GTR airflow meters. Now this car has sat in storage for a very long time, and the previous owner of this actually competed in a very famous university kind of college drift competition here in Japan, which arguably is actually more famous and more popular than D1 and Formula Drift here in Japan. Believe it or not, more people go to those events than these. But yeah, anyways, long story short, he had a dream to win the competition and continue on in drifting. But after he won the competition for the university, he kind of gave up and decided to study and become a surgeon. So that's where we're at. So let's go over the car internally here. It's all caged out, ready for comp. Like I said, comp spec here in Japan. Pretty well, I mean, it's a little bit dirty and things like that, but otherwise it's really good. The car itself, if we've got some battery, we can, no, we can't see, but it's only done 30,000 kilometers. Yeah, the battery's completely dead because it's sat for so long. But yeah, 30,000 kilometers on the chassis. Engine-wise, internally, stock internals, the intercooler's in the front here and the rad's been moved back, but we're changing everything on this to full Yashio Factory spec. And that kind of brings me to the next point. We're making this car essentially like one of these cars. So while Oka-chan was one of the actual sponsors for this car when it was first in competition, he didn't do, you know, essentially like everything engine build wise and car build wise, as you can see. So we're going to be changing all of that and showing you guys how to make a Yashio Factory spec street car that's also set up for competition here in Japan and drifting. Super reliable, 400 horsepower, good to go. Just showing you guys the wheels that are currently on it. Some 17 SSRs in the front, and then in the rear some NKs. I'm not a fan of white wheels whatsoever. I've had white wheels before in my Skyline in Australia and they're a bitch to clean. But yeah, definitely going with the Yokohama Advans, just like you see on Oka-chan's cars. The rear, it's got the clear lens type that I really don't like either. This body kit is on some kind of 2000 sex spec drugs, I don't know. But if any of you guys are actually interested in this full kit, like it even like goes on the door here. If anyone's actually interested in this kit, we're going to be pulling it off and I'm going to be dropping it straight off on like either Yahoo Auctions or straight to Up Garage. But if any of you guys are interested in this kit, DM me. Like he even painted the inside of the lights blue, man. Okay, well, I think that kind of wraps up me doing like a walk around. We can go into more detail later when we start pulling the car down. But for now, this is my new S15. It's 400 horsepower. It sounds amazing. When I go and park it in storage again tonight, I'll do a pull and show you guys from the inside cabin. It's fun and it is crazy. So there you guys go. That's my S15. Once again, I am so sorry for everything that happened prior with the previous video, and I busted my ass off to get this done in time, and I even skipped a day yesterday so that I could get this video out first, and then the vlog that you're going to see tomorrow is actually going to be the vlog of me coming here and pulling off the rest of the stickers, cleaning the car and everything like that, and just hanging out at Yashio Factory. So it's kind of like I'm skipping the video ahead to try and say sorry to you guys. But yeah, I'm sure you guys are still gonna love it nonetheless. Tell me in the comment section if you are hyped for S15 content, especially building a reliable 400 horsepower stock bottom end SR, by the way, drift street car, smash that like button. But for now, let's go and park this thing back in storage, do a pull and show you guys what it sounds like. Okay, we're off to the storage yard now. I'm gonna give you guys a tiny pull and that's it. Woo! Man, that sounds so good. It's so responsive. I'm way too keen for this, hey? Oh man. If you didn't believe me, 33,000 kilometers on this chassis. It's amazing. Okay, so the car's now back in storage and we're gonna head home now. And what I'm gonna do is once I'm home is I'll do a recap with you and let's go through everything. Okay, so back home now and I'm actually ready for bed. I had a shower and everything. I'm gonna be up at like 4 o'clock tomorrow for Okajuku. So I've just been trying to smash out this edit and get this scheduled so that you guys can see it first thing tomorrow morning. I am so excited going over the footage and just seeing everything. I'm like, beyond ecstatic to share this with you guys and finally be able to show you the car. I know tons of you have been asking like, why couldn't you show us the old like vinyl wrap and that whole thing, and I did explain it quite a few times in a lot of videos, but I guess you guys didn't see it because it was at the end of the video. So I just wanted to add it in here. The whole reason is because when it comes to like sponsorships and things like that, especially that car, this particular car was in competition. It was with a really good driver who won competitions. So the fact is like a lot of things on the car were paid for by sponsorship, and when he sold it onto Oko-chan, you know, those sponsorships and things like that then are actually like competitive or competitors to the new sponsors that it's going to be getting now with you know, Yashio Factory, Oko-chan, Nismo, Yokohama Advent Racing Wheels and things like that, which are all you know, sponsors that are going to be, you know, working with this car with us. So the thing is like it puts Oko-chan in a very awkward situation, and it's just super awkward, and you just don't do that when you have sponsorships. From what I understand here in Japan anyways, that's what Oko-chan explained to me. So we had to remove all of the vinyl before we could start promoting it and saying that, you know, we're building a Yashio Factory car and things like that. It just makes a messy situation, if you know what I'm saying. So anyways, that's that whole situation. So that's why I couldn't show you any of the old sponsors, the car and the plans. So I want to go over some things that I was rushed. I was so excited and I forgot to mention a whole bunch of things. So I said in the video that it's a stock engine, and yes, bottom end wise it is stock, but you know, it's got HKS cams and things like that. And obviously, you know, give it that extra power, the famous SR kind of kit and stuff like that. So a lot of things on the car itself are not Yashio spec. The body kit, the way that the intercooler is set up like a Predator kind of setup with the intercooler radiator in the front there. That's all changing. We're putting aircon back in it because it's currently been deleted. We're making the car like pretty much a baller street drift car. It has to have shuck-in. It has to be able to be driven to and from events. Although the game plan is that you know, either my Skyline or that will go on the back of a truck, and yeah, anyways, we can get into that later. But yeah, so it's got some pretty amazing stuff. So as you probably could tell, the top mount manifold, it's got an external wastegate, it's got a really good exhaust, it's got a screamer, you could probably hear that in the little pull I did. It's also got a Nismo 6-speed gearbox, which is kind of crazy, and they're very expensive, the Nismo variant of those transmissions. So it's a lot stronger than the standard 6-speed, so it should be able to handle up to 600-700 horsepower from my understanding. Nismo twin plate copper mix clutch, Nismo two-way diff, the adjustable suspension everywhere in the entire thing, knuckles, all of that. The adjustable suspension is some crazy D1 kind of level spec brand that I've never heard of, that Oko-chan says is super good, but the company went bankrupt and doesn't exist anymore. But literally, like, the camber arms are as big and wide as my forearm. I've never seen camber arms and toe arms that thick. So yeah, she thick, boys. But yeah, no, like, it is just, it's set up for pretty much D1 lights. It's like a sit in and go comp car, literally. It's, yeah, I couldn't have asked for anything better. I just want to let you guys know as well, because I want to be upfront with you. The car is heavily sponsored by Oko-chan, so I am not paying market value for this car. I am paying some money, but nowhere near what this thing is worth. So yeah, I know that this car probably would sell for like 50 to 70 grand in Australia with 33,000 kilometers on it and just all the bits that are on there. Plus it came with a bunch of factory parts to restore it back to normal if I wanted to. So yeah, like you could easily sell that for a lot of money. But yeah, anyways, when it comes down to, I guess, cage, it's a bolt-in proper cage as well, D1 certified. I don't think it's FD specs though. I think it's only D1 lights, like, and D1 spec. There's a whole other bunch of things like we need to go over. It's got like a Nardi wheel. It's got a whole bunch of like old Yashio Factory tech with like water sprayers connected to the Yashio Factory Okachan water temp meter version 1, and these weird knobs and switches that like control the gauge and all these. It's very interesting to see like version 1 Okachan stuff, and like the water sprayers at certain temperatures. These water sprayers come on, spray the intercooler radiator and all that kind of stuff. There's a big sprayer kit in the boot. It's crazy. So the plan is we're going to be putting Okachan's body kit on it. The car is going to get completely painted a different color, which, I mean, I'm not going to tell you the color because I want to bring up some hype, but it is going to be a very good color. And yeah, like that body kit that's on there now, it's all getting ripped off and sold. Pretty much, like I said, we're turning it to a Yashio Factory spec car. I want to go like balls to the walls, top Yashio Factory body kit, wang, everything. I want to make like a replica almost, you know. So and like I said, it's very heavily going to be sponsored by Okachan and Yashio Factory. It's a means of me being able to promote what he does. And the main reason is for this is I really want to help Okachan because I feel like there are so many people out there that don't really understand what it is he does and why he is called the SR God. So I really want to like show that to you guys and let you experience that and let you all understand and learn that SRs are not unreliable, how to build them correctly, how to make a good street drift car and do it like they do it here in Japan. And the reason why Okachan is so famous is because he's done that. So I want to show you guys that. You don't have to spend bulk money on your engine setups. You don't have to forge them or anything like that. Sure, if you want to go like 600, 700 horsepower, you do. But you don't need to when you're using, you know, a factory bottom end. Just do everything else, you know. Anyways, I'm ranting on and I'm just way too excited. I could talk on about the car. There's probably 1,000 more things I've missed. We're going to have to do another walk around. But I'm hyped. I'm so excited. I'm so exhausted. I have to be up at 4 AM and it's already 1 o'clock. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. For the love of God, hit that like button. Smash that like button. Get your mum and grandma to smash that like button. And leave us a comment, guys. Tell me some S15 hype. And once again, I'm so sorry about yesterday's video. I hope this makes it up to you. I love you all. Jamatane. I'm a mess.